Hey guys, how are you? I'm good. So today I'm going to talk about why I got the new MacBook Air 2020. She is right here, looking cute and new. If you saw my last video, I just did an unboxing of this. So if you want to watch me experience the joy of opening something new and exciting, go watch that. And if you want to watch something that helps you figure out if this is the MacBook for you, watch this video. And if you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps me a lot. Otherwise, let's go. So why did I get the new MacBook Air 2020? Well, first off, you guys, I needed a new MacBook, period. So my previous computer is this, you guys. The MacBook Pro from 2012. This thing is 8 years old and it has gone through a lot, and there is evidence of it all over the place. It's been through a lot. This is actually, you guys, my first MacBook. Before this, I was a Windows kid. I grew up as a Windows kid. This still works, and this is proof, personal proof for me, that MacBooks live a long time and you get what you pay for. Like this cost, I don't even remember, like $1,200, $1,500 at that time. For 8 years, that's a really good value that you're getting out of it. But it is starting to slow down. I used this for school. They added boot camp in it and that just slowed it down so much. So it gets really frustrating to use. But when I finally decided it was time to get a new MacBook, Apple came out with a new iPad Pro and it was looking really convincing. So first, the screen is just beautiful, you guys. Like, you have to see it. It's beautiful. It's brighter, it's more color accurate. And it's the 12.9 is essentially 13 inches, which is the size of the base, like the 13-inch MacBook Pro or Air. And then also the processor is, they say it's like faster than like 90 or 95% of desktops out there. So it's really good. And then also the speaker is loud, it's great, and it was cheaper. So when I went to the Apple store and compared the iPad Pro to the MacBook looked dim, it was slower, and it was more expensive. So it just didn't make sense. So I ended up going with the iPad Pro. This, honestly, you guys, is such a joy to use, such a joy. It's great for watching Netflix, YouTube, browsing the internet. But the only drawback is it doesn't have a keyboard, and I prefer typing on a keyboard. And also it doesn't have Microsoft Word. I think you can put Microsoft on this. I'm just not really sure, or nor do I want to. So I end up using my MacBook Pro for those things, and it's typically more serious work. And when you're doing serious work on a slow computer, I mean, even if you're having fun, actually, it just gets really frustrating. So when I was thinking of getting a MacBook, I knew that it was going to be my secondary computer. Well, with my phone, it would be like tertiary computer. So I don't want to spend that much money on it because, like, I'm spending so much on Apple. Like, really? Tertiary, JR? Ridiculous. Anyway, but I do need one, which is why I decided to get the new 2020 MacBook Air, because first of all, it's the cheapest in the lineup. And second, I read a lot of the reviews and they said that this is a really easy recommendation for most people. Like, if you are just doing standard things like browsing the internet, doing schoolwork, writing, which I'm doing, and watching movies and listening to music, which I'm doing on my iPad Pro, that this would do the job. But the other thing people were mentioning a lot in their reviews was the recommendation of upgrading the processor of this from the i3 to the i5. Now, I'm not a tech, well, I'm a tech person, but just not at this level. My understanding of the processor situation is that the i3 is a single core, which will do standard things such as browsing the internet, doing your homework, watching movies, listening to music, just fine. But if you were gonna do anything more serious, like for me, I'm considering editing videos on this because I've been doing it on my phone. It's fine, but I would love to do it on a bigger screen. I would probably want to get the i5 to do that faster. And also it helps this last longer by future-proofing it. Again, my MacBook Pro, I've had this for 8 years. I plan to have this for a long time as well. And if upgrading the processor for, I think it was $150 more, then I'm going to do that. But at the same time, again, you guys, this is my tertiary product. I don't spend that much money on it. And upgrading the processor, it was gonna go over $1,500. So I ended up checking the refurbished section of Apple, which I mentioned in the unboxing video of this, and basically strongly recommending you consider that route. I will put the link down below. Basically, the base model, I believe, is $1,199 regular, and then again this with the upgraded is I believe $14.49 plus tax. Again, these are Canadian dollars. And in the refurbished section, I believe the base model was $129 or $169, and then the upgraded processor with the i5, it was $1229. So I just thought with those numbers that this was a happy medium. Basically, I'm spending a little more than retail for the base model to get the upgraded processor. So I thought that was a good compromise. Basically, if this is going to be your main computer, I also recommend you to get the base model and upgrade the processor to the i5 just in case you're going to do more than basic things, and also future-proof it at the same time, and to also go the refurbished route so you save some money. Alright you guys, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you were considering getting a MacBook Air, I hope that this was helpful to you. I know some of it was a little specific to me, but I hope that you found little nuggets of information and truth to consider. And if you like this video, again, make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. I am new here. Otherwise, ain't no party like a Jrsparty. Bye.